Oh, Pat Bev. Love him or hate him, you mostly have to love him because Pat Bev brought a big smile to my face. That's because of Pat Bev. So for that, I have to say thank you and I love you. Oh my God. Look, the first thing I have to say is the whole fear of LeBron bullshit. Pat Bev slapped the floor to make sure that LeBron, who was intentionally looking away, heard and looked. LeBron saw out of the corner of his eye what was happening and chose to act like he didn't know. LeBron does the most unbelievable, unbuyable, unsellable acting when it comes to acting tough every now and then, when there's not any actual chance in hell of a real altercation taking place. And again, I'm here I am. I'm like contradicting myself in my other videos. Do I want to see him fight? Is that good behavior? No, no, but I don't want him to turn around and pretend later that he is tough. If anyone in the league, if you gave me anyone in the league to go walk up to and punch in the face and feel like I would come out surviving, it's him. You know, I guarantee Anthony Mason would murder me. I would choose punching LeBron in the face and going with the consequences a million times to zero over having to punch Anthony Mason in the face and having to deal with it. LeBron is a coward, and his career is based around his cowardice, his need to run behind other people because of what he can't do himself. So the other funny part of this is that what's LeBron's response at the other end? You know, if he was a great basketball player, you know, if he was a mediocre basketball player, much less a supposed GOAT, you go to the other end and you punish that other person, especially when you have the size advantage, which he does. No, you know what I'll do? You know how I will show you, Pat Bev? I'm going to chunk up an idiotic three that has like a 20 something percent chance of going in based on my own statistics is where that 20 something percent came from. Fucking garbage ass piece of shit. No shooting, no talent, motherfucking coward. Leave it to LeBron James to act like the game's over. You know, you've got a minute 10 left. It's only 10 points, and you've got Beasley making 3 pointers. How about if you try to set your team up for success instead of whatever the hell this stupid decision was? You got all the other typical LeBron stuff included in this, like almost as though. Did you see how disgusted he was after the shot went in? Almost as if he was going to try and figure out who to blame. Who else to blame for Pat Bev shooting over him? I mean, you got to enter the world of LeBron and his fucking no touch with reality at all ego. Is this the fear that you're talking about, Draymond, Skip, any of you other ridiculous fucks? Look at that defense. Is that the defense they fear? It's hard to say what hurt the Lakers worse, LeBron's offense or defense. Okay, so let's get to the media trying to help out LeBron in the middle of this humiliation. So Shannon Sharp apparently, and I can't even listen to Shannon Sharp at this stage. I'm at the needles over here, and I'm gonna go postal if I listen to some of these idiots. So I see the headline. It says that Shannon calls out Pat Bev for his childish, too small antics. Do you mean antics like this, Shannon? You mean the antics that your boy LeBron does all the time? But the thing is, when LeBron does it, he does it on people who are smaller than him. I mean, few people are bigger than LeBron in both height and weight. In my personal opinion, you don't really get to be proud of the too small thing unless you're knocking down a giant. When the other person is smaller than you, what do you have to brag about? You're supposed to win that matchup. especially when you're just doing this no talent back, turn and shoot once you're finally close enough to the rim that your fucking no shooting ass can make it. Let's take a closer look. In this one, LeBron travels and commits an offensive foul while trying to back down a 6-foot, 174-pound player.
Now on the bench, James against Ish Smith. Oh, that was nearly a travel, instead an and one.
Yeah, so when the announcers even think the call should have gone the other way, you know that LeBron's getting bailed out. I mean, when you have to get bailed out against someone smaller than you, and then you have the nerve to brag and talk shit with your hands as you walk away from the guy who's smaller than you, you're embarrassing. You're embarrassing. But I gotta harp on some other things too. You know how LeBron pretended he wasn't trying to score, he wasn't going for the scoring title, he was just balling. Okay, so here in this shot, we have two shooters open, two shooters that LeBron should pass to. And by the time he finishes his awkward back down, we have four people wide open, ready to be passed to. Now, all of those people are better shooters than LeBron James. Do you know how I know that? Because everyone on the Lakers is a better shooter than LeBron James. Listen, I'm speaking from experience. Until I developed other aspects of my game, the only thing I did was shove my big ass down backwards until I could shoot over the guy who would be, my height or shorter. LeBron's bigger than all of these dudes that he does the too small to. The only person to take credit in that case are your parents. If you can figure out who they, sorry, I always want to do that, but that might offend woke people. Well, I'm sure LeBron has a great relationship with his dad. The people that gave you the genetic code to make you as big as you are the only people who deserve credit when you can score on someone smaller than you, significantly smaller, I might add. This one is on Dillon Brooks, who is 6'7", 225. Looks like this is during the bubble, when the Memphis Grizzlies were absolutely nobody, and the Lakers were carrying LeBron with their incredibly stacked roster. In this one, that's just an open layup, and the small help defense came over. Help defense usually doesn't have a very good chance in the first place, so you've got nothing to be proud of. This is a great pass to you, and it's a wide open dunk. Man, by the way, the help defender, is 6'3", 170 something. Now that's how a little guy does something studly. Not this cowardly shit that LeBron does. Look at this. There we go. That's a little man throwing it down. Where were you to stop that, LeBron? You could have been the help D, like Man tried to do help D on the other side. I can't help but point out that in all these examples, LeBron is always walking away, not facing the player when he does the "you're too small" thing. Chicken shit. If you're David and the other guy is Goliath and you defeat Goliath, then you've got some balls if you do the "you're too small," because the other guy's big and you called him small. When you're the big guy calling the small guy small, that's just kind of douchey. You're a fucking cowardly bitch when you use your size and the refs to commit an offensive foul against people smaller than you and get to go to the line. If LeBron had any touch with reality, he would understand that, okay, well, I got the points, but this is not worth bragging about because I didn't deserve that call. I should have been called for the foul, and I'm way bigger than that dude. I mean, have some humility. This is like me dunking on a Nerf hoop against kids I'm babysitting and then fucking doing the too small to them and not doing it in a joking manner, but actually meaning it. Holy shit. Pat Bev is only 6'1"? 6'1"? I mean, I knew he wasn't very big, but 6'1"? 180? LeBron, you fucking bitch. LeBron's entire game was crap, by the way, but I think I should break that down in another video.